What's up, y'all? I just wanted to make a quick video. It's just like a review on Prime. What I think of the company's training from day one up until now. Today I am in my first week. I'm pretty much finishing up my first week of the TNT phase. My thoughts on Prime overall is this: if you just trying to get your CDL, you're trying to get in the trucking game, and you want a place to go that's going to actually take the time to teach you what you need to know in order to be successful on the road, I think Prime Inc. is the best company. I've heard, I haven't been to every company, but I've heard about other companies. I've heard about Swift, terrible reviews. And I'm not trying to shit on other company, I'm just saying what I've heard. So it might be great, and I don't know about it, but from what I hear, this is what I hear. Swift, terrible reviews. The training, they kind of just throw you to the wolves, you know? And maybe some people strive like that, some people don't. Overall, I think you got to have a better system than just kind of, you know, throwing people to the wolves and expecting them to excel. You can't do every person like that. Or CR England doesn't treat people too well. You know, I've heard Snyder, places like that, I've heard is okay. I don't know. But if you're interested in Prime, the only thing I can say is that Prime is a good company. And I'm an honest person. If I felt like it was bullshit, I would tell y'all it was like, yo, I'm not really feeling it. But I like the way that they set me up. I like the training that they give you, the PSD phase, let you get familiar with being on the road, things like that. I mean, a critique I do have, though, some of the trainers aren't good trainers. I don't even know how else to say it. There's good trainers, I guess it's good, bad, and everything. But there's good trainers there, and there's bad trainers there. Because there was some trainers, man, who had some of the students lost when it came time to take their CDL. I apologize for all the noise, man. We out here in California, you know, it's hills in the back of us and all that. Y'all want to take a look at this real quick? Little hills, man. All these hills in Cali. Nice little sunset going on the Los Angeles freeway. Yeah, you know, we out here in Cali. Oh, yeah, and I also want to say, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, man. God damn, that shit sad. That's some sad shit. I'm out here in Los Angeles when it happens. That's crazy to me. So rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. But back to the matter at hand. Prime Inc., good school. Some of the trainers need to go back and get retrained. But overall, like, my trainer was a good trainer. I had Busy Blake as my trainer. He got me up the mountain. It ended up being a mountain for me. I didn't trifecta or nothing like that off the bat, but you know, he worked with me, and we got over the hill together. So I had a good trainer, but I had friends and people that I went through it with, and they didn't have good trainers at all. So that's one critique I do have. But other than that, I mean, they pretty much look out for you. If you come here and you broke as a joke, they give you $200 a week. You have the option to use that. It's a loan, so if you use it, once you become a full-time employee, once you get your CDL and you run it for Prime, they will take it out of your check, but it's only $25 a check, you know. So if you come out here and, you know, you hurting for cash, you do have that option to do that. What else? Yeah, just coming here, the Greyhound. Oh yeah, that sucks. Everybody know the Greyhound sucks. Never get on the Greyhound ever again for the rest of my life. But once you get here, I mean, they get you set up in the Campus Inn or at the Oasis, depending on how full they is. The Campus Inn, the more ghetto one. It's doable though, but it's a little, some of the heat don't be working and all kinds of shit. And then you got the Oasis, which is the nice one. They got a restaurant called Fire and Ice in Oasis. Man, it's A1. I recommend it. Drinks and everything. I mean, even though you can't drink it till like you actually get your CDL, they don't want you drinking through the, you know, going through the program. They don't want you drinking. So, but once you get your CDL, you can go have a little celebration drink, whatever you want to do. And yeah, Fire and Ice is A1. Yeah, they get you set up in either or of the hotels, depending on how they booked. I mean, the next day, you pretty much hit the ground running. You know, you're there from the morning, about 7 in the morning to about 6. You know, you're gonna be in classroom C4 at the Campus Inn. You're gonna get familiar with that your first few days. That's where they're gonna do all your classes, with health classes, and having people from benefits come and talk to you, having people from medical come and talk to you, having different people from the company come and talk to you. So your first week, you're gonna have a lot of people coming to talk to you. But Yeah, you go through that process and you you take a simulator course. The simulator course now, it only goes from Monday to Wednesday. Before I came, I was under the impression that it was a full week, but you started on Monday, you test out Wednesday. I mean, you can go back. You have the option if you like, hey, I want to do more simulator courses to get more familiar. You have the option to go back and play around on it if you want to get, familiar with a semi. But in my opinion, ain't nothing like really driving a semi to get you prepared for being out on the road. If you blowing trees, leave the trees alone and don't come to Prime until you fully ready, to pee in the cup. Because once you get there, it's probably going to be about 90, 100 people in your class. But the people be dropping like flies, man. Like, that's just what it is. Like, for different reasons, but you got drug issues. You got fed people might leave for their family. It might not just be for some people. Whatever, medical, like certain ailments or whatever can like disqualify you. But it's, just be prepared when you come medically. Don't be smoking and all of that. Make sure you're ready to make that change, because obviously you coming here for a reason. Ain't nobody getting on no Greyhound driving 10, 20 hours just to turn right back around for some BS. So make sure when you come out here, you're ready to do what you got to do. Being on time is big, like your first week. I mean, being on time is big, period, but especially your first week, they keep track of that. Like, if you showing up late and all of that, they kind of look at it like, if you can't show up late, if you can't show up on time to this class, then you might not be able to show up on time to get our loads. And they keep track of that. Like, they'll write your name down. And if you late too many times, especially like your first day, they will send you home. And if you fail a drug test or something like that, they'll put you right outside the gates, and it's on you. It ain't like they'll be like, oh yeah, we're going to pay for your ticket back home. No, you will be on your own. So make sure you come back here, prepare, you're ready to show up on time, all of that. But once you get into the flow of doing everything you need to do, the drug test and the medical and all that, then you'll start getting clear. You take your permit test and all of that. You'll start getting cleared. They start clearing people Wednesday or Thursday. Some people even Friday, depending on what's going on or if it's delays on the drug test. We had to wait until Friday. I guess they go in alphabetical orders, and it seemed like all the people whose last names was like V and W and S, we waited all the way until Friday for our drug test to come back and clear and everything. So I don't know how normal that is, but once you get cleared, they'll switch you from your white badge to your purple badge. You'll get a purple badge with a green outline because you got your permit and you pretty much went through processing. After you get that purple badge and stuff, they'll set you up with a PSD instructor. Then you'll go out. Some people stay in the city. Some people stay in Springfield and they do their PSD phase there. In my opinion, I think it's better to go out on the road. I went on the road for a little under 2 weeks. I think that's better. That's just my opinion. But yeah, you go out on your PSD phase once you clear everything and get a feel for your trainer train you. They have, before you do the PSD, before you go out on the road, they have you on the pad to get familiar with a semi, have you doing maneuvers, backing maneuvers, stuff like that. A tip for everybody that's coming: if you're intimidated by a semi, don't be. I was intimidated by a semi, and once you get behind the wheel, you'll get the hang of it. Just be patient with yourself. Don't overthink it. Don't be intimidated. You can do it. I can do it. You can do it. So don't let that hold you back from making that decision to get your CDL if that's something you've been thinking about doing. What else? Oh yeah, you do your PSD phase, get that done, and some people it take like 5 days. Some people it takes like 2 weeks. It just depends on how things go. But once you get that done, you'll come back, you'll test out, take your CDL test. After you take your CDL test, then they will line you up with a TNT instructor. And the TNT instructors, when you go out, that's when you do your 30,000 miles. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm right at about 4,000 miles, and I'm keeping track of every mile. Because when I get to 30,000 miles, I'm out. I am not built for team driving. My trainer, super cool dude. He's super cool. So it's not even about meshing with the person. I got lucky and got a person that I mesh with pretty well. Some people, you're going to be stuck on a truck for 2 months with a person you can't really stand. Sometimes it end up like that. Well, I got lucky twice. I can't say that happened for everybody, but it ain't even about being cool. I just don't want to be on a truck with another man. It just ain't built for 2 people. But yeah, you go, you do your TNT phase, you knock that out, you come back, you will upgrade, get your own truck. I heard that they'll try to hit people. Now that's another critique I got, because I've heard this multiple times, that once you do your 30,000 miles, they will try to say like, oh, we don't have no trucks available or something like that, and basically try to get you to stay on the truck with your trainer and continue team driving because they make more money that way because the truck is constantly moving. That ain't happening to me. I heard Nick and Carla say that, and I heard a few other people say that. And yeah, when it comes time for my 30,000 miles, I'll be like, I did my part, now Prime, do your part. But up until this point, Prime has been good to me. I'll be good to Prime. I will do my contract. I only have a 9-month contract. They usually sign you for a year. The reason I have a 9-month contract is because if you're a veteran, then you they'll take 3 months off your contract. So any veterans out there thinking about doing it, if you want a few months taken off your contract, you have that option. So yeah, once you do that, that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm at the TNT phase, so I'm not completely done, but I ain't worried about it, man. Just out here getting more experience on the road, seeing more places. We in Los Angeles right now. I've been here actually since Saturday night. The load we have isn't scheduled to be dropped off till Tuesday. My trainer said that's not too normal for them to do, to have you sit around for this long, but here we are. Tomorrow we drop the load off. From there, I'm not quite sure where we're going. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have us running up and down the West Coast, but maybe they might take us back east. I'm not sure. I just wanted to make a video, like a summary synopsis of what I think about Prime. And I think if you're a person that's interested in getting your CDL, then Prime is the place for you. If you want to get taught well, you want to feel like you're not being rushed through, you're not just a number, whatever, Prime, it's a good company. I give it a thumbs up. And I'm not an honest person. I'm not getting paid extra by Prime to say this. Like I said, if it was BS, I would say it's BS, but I don't feel like it is. And another thing is, you can work out and be a trucker. That's one thing I learned. I was scared of that at first. Anybody out there who a workout person, and you like, man, I don't want to have to sacrifice my fitness. You can get your gains in. It's a Planet Fitness right over there, and I just hit it. So you can set things up to where you still can stay healthy and you can do what you need to do on the truck to get your money. But overall, Prime's a good company. This video has went way too long, and I apologize for that. If I missed anything, you can ask me a question in the comments. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Peace out, y'all.